There's a new player in the upscale RV game, but it's a name you've heard before. Hey, what's up? It's Chris Young. Welcome to the all-new Dutchmen Eddie Bauer. This is the 345RL. This coach comes in at 10,100 pounds dry and is 38 feet 10 inches long. This is a upscale, I'm going to go ahead and call it luxury couples coach that really doesn't touch the luxury price point. But if you've heard the name Eddie Bauer, you know that it is an absolutely iconic American brand. And what the folks at Dutchmen have done is they have brought that iconic brand to life in the form of a recreational vehicle. And what they've done is absolutely outstanding. Now, there are a ton of features in here that they put in that are really going to make the camping experience a lot better. For example, you're going to have access to the back of your water right here on the island with this removable cover. Love how they put that in. You're also going to have all types of nice little touches that I'm going to try to cover as we go through this. For example, this faceplate right here can come off to access the slide mechanism if you need to. But I really like what Dutchmen did with the flow of this. From the 4K blade lighting that I have in the roof to the recessed LED lighting, not only in my slides, but also in my LED sconce above my island kitchen, all the way to the touch-on-touch wood valances that we have surrounding my large panoramic windows here in the back. You'll also notice with the shades, they did something really cool. You might not be able to see it on the camera, but there is a pad on the back of the shade so that as the coach goes around or as you're moving around, you won't hear the noise of the shade knocking against the window. That's how deep of a step they took to ensure that you had a good camping experience. And I got to tell you, that's different, that's unique, and I appreciate it. All the touches that they did, I really appreciate. Let's take a look at the back. You saw me sitting there in that love seat. This does pull out into a sleeper, so this coach will accommodate at least 4, but I like what they did with my end tables here. They're free floating, they're underlit with the LED lights. I got the pop-up power station with the wireless charging. Also got some very strong strut supported hinges in my hidden storage here. What's nice about this is those hinges are so strong as the coach is moving around in transit, this piece isn't going to be moving around with it. So it's going to be sturdy. You don't have to worry about fixing it when you get to the campsite. I come over here to the off-camp side. This is where things begin to get a little crazy, and I'm here for it. Take, for example, my solid surface countertops that I have all the way over here on the off-camp side. I even like how they gave me these motorhome style tinted framed windows, and these are square framed on the outside too. 80% tint, solid surface with, let's see if I can get it. You got the televator on here. Now this is a push to close, but I like how they did this strut supported mechanism versus the automatic, because the automatic obviously is going to draw power. This you just push down to close. They even put the metal bar up there, which is a little bit bigger. A lot of times when you see these, it's only a little bar about this big. Having this, both hands can get on there. I don't have to be a weightlifter to push it down. But they gave me a little component shelf down here. I got my sound bar, then I have my flame fireplace, which has multi-flame setting, multi-light setting, roughly 5,000 BTUs of heat to go along with this coach. And speaking of heat, you'll see I got a nice 15K BTU AC here, also got one set up inside the bedroom. These things are warranted for full-time living, which means they are temperature rated from 0 to 100 degrees at least. Four seasons going to be different wherever you are inside the country. But to have that on a travel trailer is extremely nice. To have it on a travel trailer at this price point is even nicer. I got upgraded flooring here. I got Asdel composite on my walls, which I'll talk about the construction once we get out there. But these are through frame slides too. So flush floor slides, plush and comfortable recliners over here with the 10-inch console for my cups. I got the windows with the pull-down shades, the wood balances, the recessed lighting like I talked about, my island kitchen with waterfall solid surface countertops, giving me not only tons of prep space, but tons of beautiful prep space. Just take a look at the gold pulls that I have on my solid wood drawers, full extension on these, good storage all the way around. Right here, I got my pull-out trash can. I like that because it's the metal slide. Got a little drawer right here. Undermounted sink with the bottle washer, the pull-down sprayer, temperature control, sanitization station, and of course, you got the veggie washer there too. Then I turn over here and I got my recessed 3-burner cooktop with the glass cover. And get this, how about an air fryer oven? Yes, it's not just a oven, it's also a air fryer. I love how Dutchmen was the first one to put this inside RVs. I got my pot and pan drawer. I got the pull-out storage here, but they also gave me the drawer for all my silverware. Very nice touch. Then if you want to store maybe the coffee maker, or you want to put some appliances away, they even gave you an appliance garage here with a pop-up power station there too. Separating the space, but more importantly, giving you some awesome organization options. Then let's say you're cooking the bacon and you're in here, you got people around, you want to remove the smell of that bacon, which in my opinion should be a crime. But to do that, you got the max vent fan above your head. That's going to move about a foot of air per second, which on top of moving that smell and the steam out is also going to help cool this coach down and not pull as much draw on that 15K BTU AC. Right here, which I'm going to get to the fridge in a minute, check it. Not only are these metal shelves, these are metal adjustable shelves. They even put a little rubber stopper on the handles so that when you open it up, it's not going to damage your acrylic front fridge freezer combo, which is French door. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. Microwave is here, drawer is there, but this, I thought this was cool. It's a storage compartment, which is metal, but it serves a dual purpose. If maybe you need to reach up top and you're not as tall, this is also a step. And the fact that it's a locking mechanism means it's not going to move on you when you have it out. Secure, sturdy, but more importantly, give you some versatility. And speaking of some versatility, I like versatility when it comes to my cold beverages. So I need space to do that. And I need a big freezer too. 10.7 cubic foot fridge freezer combo, 12 volt acrylic front. This right here is actually your spray hose and your spray nozzle for your spray port, which is on the outside, which we'll talk about when we get there. But I gotta tell you, man, they're moving up and I really like it. Coffee station, pop-up power station here, or buffet, or whatever you want to put there, because you got space there, you got space here, you got more storage up top, you got more drawers here, more drawers there. What do you think's in here? 3, 2, 1, everybody say it together. Cutting boards, yes. This is a pull-out for cutting boards, but because they want you to be able to access whatever you need to inside your RV, you can also open this up and now access some of the panels, some of the wiring if you need to. And speaking of parts, you're gonna see this little QR code here. We took the panel off here, but there's also a QR code here that, let's say you need pull handles, let's say you need stoppers, let's say you need a new faucet, whatever breaks, they will actually send those parts to you. Bam, scan the QR code, tell what you need, the part is on its way. That makes ownership extremely easy. More importantly, when you're talking about Eddie Bauer, to me, it should be expected because it's Eddie Bauer. It's a certain level, in my opinion. Just me. Now, since I'm here, let's talk a little bit about the command panel. You see I got the dimmer switch right here, so if you want to set the mood, put on some Lou Rawls, absolutely go for it. Got my controls for my max vent fan there, light controls right here, and my command panel. Now, this is where you come to run your slides out, because you got 3 slides on this beauty. You got heated tank pads, plus your awning, and of course your battery and your tank. Your tanks on this, pretty good sizes for a coach, especially a couples coach. 46 on your fresh, 60 on your gray, and 30 on your black. And you're saying, Chris, this kitchen is beautiful. We love everything that they put in there. They even covered up the access to the fuse panel so that it looks more residential. What about where we're gonna eat? How about a freestanding dinette with decorative chairs and then a bench seat that also doubles as an ottoman or additional storage? Okay, sure, I'll take it. When you wanna go out and you wanna go out in style, you gotta look like you got style, man. There's no other way to do it. That's what they're doing with the Eddie Bauers. Love what they did with this. Love how all my valance is touch, so it's one clean line. Oversized windows and some of the largest you're gonna find in this class, plus the pull down shades with the little noise dampeners on the end, to me, just help that experience so much more. Now, what about getting cleaned up and sleeping? It's only one way to find out. Let's check it. I want you to pay attention to something if you can see it. So you notice how when I close this door, You see how it's framed off at the top? A lot of times in travel trailers, you'll have space in between the top and the bottom door. Now sure, that's gonna help for the venting, so you have it at the bottom. But for privacy and security, so your door doesn't shimmy around while in transit, look at how they framed out my bathroom door. Really like that touch. It's very nice. And it'll also help with the longevity of the coach too. Right above my high-rise porcelain bowl with the foot flush, I got some storage. I got a hanger for towels, robes, whatever you want. Mirrored medicine cabinet. And you'll also notice that every door, every cabinet is going to be soft close. Love that. They continued my press surface countertop, decorative all the way up through the backsplash here. Counter to cabinet, very nice touch. Tankless water heater, crescent moon sink. Storage there, storage there. And how's my shower feel? Okay, now, granted the coach is 38 feet 10 inches long. The shower, it's actually still not that cramped. Do I look cramped in here, Rimo? Not that bad. I know I'm not with the skylight because of the headroom, but I got the upgraded shower head. I got the glass enclosure, herringbone pattern. Got the matte black for my controls and the shower notch for my soap or shampoo. I feel like this is a good space. They even gave me another hanger right here, so that if I want to grab my towel right out the shower, I don't have to reach over here. I don't have to do anything awkward. They're making the experience better, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it. But you know what I'm really digging? I love that rear living because it's great for couples, but this front bedroom is the coup de Gracie. By the way, hey Gracie, you remember that same framing we saw for the bathroom door? You got it for your bedroom door too. Just seems more residential, just seems more sturdy because it is. Plus I got the magnetic holder for my door right here. I got my little chest of drawers, press surface countertop, oversized window, entertainment here with the Winegard boosted signal booster if you need it. If you're going to go off grid, I highly suggest it. Got some component storage on both sides. Chest of drawers, like I mentioned. Good space there. Shoe spot. King size bed in its own slide with the padded headboard, recessed lights, second AC. Strut supported storage underneath right there is just a cushion for my bench seat out front, aka the ottoman. And I know what you're saying. Chris, this is kind of cool, man. What if they had like a wardrobe that would allow me to hang my clothes this way, but also be able to pull it out? That'd be really nice if only an RV manufacturer would put something like that inside of an RV and give me more access than just the middle doors to my storage. That'd be nice. Maybe even a drawer. Sure, we could make that happen. Let me get my cardboard out the way. And then you're saying, but man, a lot of times when you do that, you're gonna lose washer dryer prep. So it'd really be nice if they gave us maybe a second spot that could double as storage, but also double, let me get the light on, as washer dryer prep. You know what? If only Dutchmen would have put that inside the Eddie Bauer. And then you say, Chris, you know what'd be really cool? Is if they included a windshield in the front cap. So if I wanted to maybe, I don't know, wake up, view the sunrise, sit down, maybe watch the moon. And oh yeah, maybe if I could turn this into like a little mini workstation where I could plug my laptop into a pop-up power station, that'd be really cool. While maybe having another space for ward storage, so if me, my wife, my husband, whatever, we could have our own closets. Oh my goodness, look, they have it. Do you pick up on the sarcasm of what I'm saying? When I said there was a new player in the upscale RV game, but you knew the name, Eddie Bauer, hopefully as soon as you thought that, you had a perceived level of what that was going to be. And you know what? In my opinion, the folks at Dutchmen made it. They met that level. They gave me a front windshield. They gave me some privacy. They gave me tons of versatile storage. More importantly, they gave me something that's going to be easy to use, easy to work on if I need to, and an awesome camping experience. And we're not even done. I got to tell you about the construction and all the fun stuff outside. So let's go there. That windshield's sweet, ain't it? So here we're on the outside of your gorgeous Dutchmen Eddie Bauer 345RL. Once again, you're coming in at 38 feet 10 inches, 10,100 pounds dry. Right up front, you're gonna see you got the power tongue jack with the LED light. Right in front of my twin 20-pound LP tanks, my battery box, and you'll also see they have the Gigi box down here, allowing you to disconnect, but since you also have solar on this, continue to charge that battery if you want to. Now, I want to point out two things here on the front cap. Do you see how it says Expedition Series, that beautiful automatic automotive square windshield that just blends into the front cap. Add that to the fact that you have the 4K blade lighting in the front, looks clean. And I got my Eddie Bauer logo up there too. All seated on an extremely sturdy powder coated frame with the ZAMP Quick Connect if you want to plug in additional solar to keep everything charged. Heated and enclosed underbelly with tank pads. Love that. Finished off pass-through storage. And you'll see right here, you got your 30 amp solar charge controller. Got a little light right here. Rocker switch for your awning. If you want to bring that out, you absolutely can. And you can even cut your solar off and on from right here in the pass-through storage. Like that. Good shot of the aluminum construction there as well. Magnetic, anti-slam luggage doors. Powered stabilizer jacks in the front and the rear. You got the mount right there, so if you want to bring the TV out to set out some outside entertainment, you absolutely can. Solid steps that have the plastic treads on them, leading me into the tempered glass door. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this warranty too, which are things we really don't touch on unless it's necessary or it stands out. In my opinion, this one stands out. You got a 2-year hitch to bumper limited warranty, 3-year structural warranty that's limited on this. Add that to the fact that they also have the owner's portion where if you need a part shipped to you, they will send it to you. Absolutely love that. Through frame slides like we talked about with slide toppers, 80% tint on my windows, and I got the square frame windows here. Now underneath, you might not be able to see it that great, but you do have, look at these aluminum rims. Check these bad boys out. You also got the Road Armor suspension system on this. What is that? It's Lippert special suspension system that, since the berth and everything that they have in there to absorb the shock, is really going to help that toe get a lot smoother as you're going down the road. The aluminum rims also look good and will be easy to clean. Rocker switch for my rear stabilizer jack. Spare tire mounted on the back. 50 amp plug. You remember that spray hose that we saw in the fridge? Right here is your spray port. 4x4 sewer hose storage underneath. I even like how they kind of brought that in a little bit because we're already 38 feet 10 inches, which is pretty big. But look at the size of my rear window. That's how you got so much visibility and light coming in here. But with the 80% tint, it shouldn't really affect the heat inside, especially with the insulation that they have here. And the fact that you have Azdel composite behind here, which unlike Luan is a graphite composite that doesn't have off-gassing, no moisture buildup, none of that stuff, and does a little bit better job of insulating the coach. Really a nice touch. You're also backup camera prep. Ladder prep is on the side, off-camp side. Love the square windows. Terminations are forward of the axles here, and your tanks once again are going to be 46, 60, and 30. Back of your furnace, back of your tankless hot water heater, city water connection, black tank flush, fresh tank fill, all located right there. And right here, it's going to be some more storage. You know what? I like when they use the spaces either on the campsite or on the off-camp side to really give you some functional storage space. The fact that this is finished off and it's close to my connections means I can put all my termination stuff right here. I like that. Other side you pass through, and of course the info panel. This is where you come to see, okay, how much does this coach weigh? So for example, we are 10,000 pounds dry. But here's the thing. If you tell me what you're towing with, where you want to go camping, how many people you want to sleep, we're going to find an RV that's perfect for you. Guaranteed, hands down. But for 38 feet 10 inches, with not only all of the features, the amenities, the upgrades, the touches that should have come with the name Eddie Bauer included inside this coach, just the look and feel of it, man, for a couple that wants something upscale without breaking the bank, check the box. Check this one out first. It should go at the top of your list. But more importantly, leave me a comment down below and let me know, what did you think? What did you like? What did you not like? And if you found this video helpful, you got anything, you picked up any nugget, give me a like and a subscribe and hit notify so the next time I do one of these, you're the first one to get it. That Dutchmen Eddie Bauer 345RL. rv.campingworld.com or just come on into your local Camping World. I'm Chris Young. I hope you enjoyed this beauty because I sure as heck did.